Barbaresco is like Barolo, made from 100% Nebbiolo. It does age 1 year less in oak than Barolo, but what really changes and what is most interesting is the area where Barbaresco is made. So Barbaresco is usually viewed as the more feminine wine, the easier to drink wine, the readier to drink wine. You have to remember that this is due to two main reasons: the climate and the geology of the place. The climate's important because Barbaresco is made up of gently rolling hills that are less steep and less high than those of Barolo on average. Therefore, the microclimate is going to be warmer. Not only that, but Barbaresco is much closer to the Tanaro River, which is the river that runs through this part of Piedmont, separating on the right bank the Langhe, which is where Barolo and Barbaresco are, and on the left side the Roero. The fact that it's closer to the river and the fact that the hills are gently sloping and shorter means that the climate, the microclimate here, is going to be a little bit warmer than Barolo. The other thing that's very important is the geology. The soil type in Barbaresco is different from Barolo. It is mainly of one type, although there are exceptions and there are pockets. In Barbaresco, the soil type is called St. Agate's marls. These are born in the Tortonian period, and they're essentially blue-gray marls, so we're talking limestone clay with sand, and very rich in manganese, magnesium, and therefore bluish. The bluish soils are especially blue on the upper parts of the hills, while the sandy portions are more noticeable on the bottom parts of the hill. You can go from a sand proportion of about 25% up high to 35% down low. The Tortonian period soils give you much readier to drink wines, and this is very, very important. We see that in Barolo too. There is a Tortonian parcel in Barolo too, of course, and those are always the Barolos that ripen sooner and faster. Come tutti voi sapete, and it's a very interesting name. It's a long name. The Seno d'Elvio is actually a stream, but Elvio Pertinace was a very famous Roman emperor. This little town gave birth to a famous Roman emperor. He didn't live long because he came at a time when the Roman Empire was undergoing a lot of flux, so he only lasted about 8 months. But still, he was a Roman emperor, born in this little Barbaresco town. If you go back to 1 and 2, the Barbarescos, and compare them to the Barolos, the Barbarescos are very tannic, and the acidity makes the tannin stand out. But the texture is totally different. It's a much lighter bodied texture, and that's really the difference between Barbaresco and Barolo. That's how you really tell them apart. And it's typical because the aromas, the flavors, they're all the same. But it's the texture in the mouth that's so different.